Hey guys, it's Jackie. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of my recital season series. In today's video, I thought it would be really cool if I did a Q&A because I've been getting so many questions from both parents and some of my students. And I thought it'd be really nice if I answered them on camera today so that more people could hear this information. If you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jackie and I'm a dance teacher slash choreographer. And I post videos related to dance, lifestyle, personal development, and faith-based content. If any of that sounds interesting to you, then I hope that you'll consider subscribing to the channel. Without further ado, let's get right into the video.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. All that I know is we'll get older, so let us dance this night away.
Okay, I chose 10 questions out of the bunch and I'll go ahead and read them off of my computer here. Number 1 says, is it okay if I mess up on stage? This question is from one of my students, and of course the answer is yes. It is absolutely okay if you mess up on stage. Teachers, choreographers, directors, none of us expect perfection from you guys. We just want you guys to go out there, have fun, and do the best that you can. That's all we really can ask of you. Number 2 says, how long do recitals typically run? This is from a dance mom. This question, actually, it just depends. One of the students that just had their recitals, they actually did 3 shows in one day. One show was at 12:30, another one was at 4, and the other one was at 6:30. So it really just depends on what studio you go to and how that director likes to do things. It can be one full show on one day, or it might be several shows in one day. You're just gonna have to ask your director. Question number 3 says, can I come help my child get dressed backstage? This question is also a question for your director. When I was growing up, we had some parent volunteers that would come backstage to help with like makeup and hair and just like costume issues, helping kids get ready. And that does still happen at some studios now as well. However, I do work at some studios that prefer for parents not to come backstage. I think this is to kind of help with the crowding situation. If one parent comes in, all 50 parents are going to want to come in, and sometimes it just gets a little too overwhelming and children get lost, things get lost, and it's hard to keep track of everything. So I think nowadays studios try to keep it limited to just teachers and just a few volunteers. But like I said, you might have to ask your director for that question for your specific studio. Number 4 says, I have no idea how to do my child's makeup for their recital. Will there be someone backstage to help? I hate to be a broken record, but again, this is another question for your director because it just depends. It varies from studio to studio. Yes, there will be somebody backstage to help get your child ready. Of course, you can always reach out to their teacher as well, and I'm sure that the teacher wouldn't mind helping out if they're not needed elsewhere. However, I do think it can be a learning moment. If you're a new parent and you don't know how to do these things already, there are a ton of videos on YouTube, including my very own. I'll post my video up here at the top so that you can find it. And like I said, so much is going on backstage to help the show run and function smoothly. So if parents can do their children's hair and makeup at home, that honestly is such a help. And like I said, you can absolutely look on my 2022 recital season playlist for more information regarding recital. So yes, I think that would be the best route. Number 5, can I videotape or take pics during the performance? This is also from a dance mom. The answer to that, it just depends. I know it is typical theater etiquette to not take pictures. The flash tends to be very distracting to the dancers on stage, so we do ask that parents do not take flash photography in the audience. Many studio directors actually hire videographers to do things like this so that parents don't have to. So 9 times out of 10, there's already going to be a professional videographer or a professional photographer behind the scenes doing all of this for you guys. This is a question for you to ask your director and find out if they have anything like that happening for your studio. Question number 6. Should I pack anything for my child backstage? The answer for that is yes. Of course, this depends on how old your child is. For younger children, it would be so wise to pack maybe like a coloring book or a little book for them to read, or maybe a little toy. This will help them stay calm and not so fidgety while they're waiting for their dance to start. The majority of the time, those little guys aren't performing as often as the older dancers, and so they're waiting for very long periods of time backstage, and this can get very boring. Another thing that parents can pack for their children are snacks, water bottles, extra makeup supplies, extra pairs of tights. It's very often that those little guys may have some accidents backstage, and if they need extra pair of tights, it's always a nice thing to have some on hand. So just little things like that. We just want to be proactive. If any emergency happens, are we going to be prepared? I also posted a video answering some of these questions. I'll link that video right here for you to watch. Check it out if you'd like to. Question number 7, how early should I arrive? If you are a younger dancer, I would say 30 to 45 minutes should be adequate. We just want to make sure we have time to gather up all the kids and make sure that they know what they're doing. So I think that would be a good range of time for those younger guys, assuming that they're coming dressed and ready, makeup done, hair done, and all that. For the older guys, you know, those kids are responsible for many dances and they have a lot more things to get set up with backstage. They have to hang all their costumes up, lay out all their makeup and hair supplies. So for them, I think a good time frame would actually be maybe an hour to an hour and a half early. But of course, this is a question that you should direct to your director and just make sure that they don't need you guys there earlier for any other reasons. Question number 8. What should I bring my daughter's costumes in? This is another question that I answered in one of my recital seasons. I'll link that video right here as well. Typically, dancers carry their costumes in like a little garment bag that has a little zip up. And they can put their costumes in there, their dance shoes, their tights, everything that they're gonna need. But nowadays it is getting very, very fancy, and kids have like a whole suitcase that you can pull like a rack out of it and hang up all the costumes on the rack. I'll go ahead and put a picture of that right here for you guys. It's actually really, really cool. Didn't have those when I was dancing, and I would have loved to have had that. But yes, there are a lot of options. I definitely would suggest maybe doing a little research online and seeing what other studios are doing and what other dancers are doing. But yeah, there's a lot of things that you can do to transport your costume safely. Question number 9, how can I get ready for my recital? This was from one of my lovely students. The best thing that you can do for yourself to get ready for your recital is just to make sure that you're prepared in all aspects of it, from the behind the scenes to the on the scenes. Make sure that you know where everything is and you know where you're supposed to be at what time. So for me, I would suggest making a little checklist before the actual recital date. Sit down and lay out your entire day. Make sure you're making a checklist of all of your costumes and all the things that you're going to need for each costume. What tights go with what costumes, what hair piece goes with what costume, what shoes goes with what costume. Make sure you are checklisting every single item for every single dance that you're in to make sure that nothing gets lost. Also double check that you have all the makeup that you're gonna need. Just make sure that you're prepared, because it's not easy for parents to have to drop you off and then run back home or run to the store to go find something that you've left behind. So a checklist, I think, is the best way to prepare yourself for your recital, and it helps you see everything you're gonna need. And on that recital morning, you can go through your checklist and just say, yep, I have that, yep, I have that, yep, I have that. And that's how you know you're gonna be well prepared and have everything run smoothly. And the final question, number 10, says, my little girl is nervous about her second time performing. Any advice? Yes. Performing on stage can be tricky regardless of how old you are. It just takes practice. So first and foremost, it is perfectly okay and normal that your little girl is feeling nervous, even if it's her second recital. It's going to take many years to get comfortable being on stage and dancing in front of a crowd. So it's just a part of the learning process. Just remind her how much you love her and how proud of her that you are, and tell her that the goal is just to go on stage and have fun and do the best that she can do. And that you're going to be proud of her regardless of if she messes up or not. I think sometimes kids just need to hear that. Like, yes, we want them to do their very best and we want them to perform well, but ultimately we're going to be happy for you. We're going to be proud of you regardless. So just encourage them and support them and let them know that they're going to do a great job, so not to worry. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. I don't want this video to get too long, but I hope that some of these questions were helpful to you guys, and that if you are a new parent struggling about what to do during recital season, that you are finding my recital series helpful. I have one more video that I'm going to be posting tomorrow. If you have any questions or concerns, you can DM me on my Instagram. I'll go ahead and add my Instagram handle here. You can also message me down in the comment section below. I comment and respond on all the comments that I see. So yeah, feel free to just let me know and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I see it. All right, you guys, without further ado, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next video tomorrow. Love you and have a great day. Bye.